Well, good morning, West Ham fans. Let's talk about Leon Goretzka, shall we? So, he was a player we were linked with. I want to say back in January, very tentatively, and it seems over the last 24, 48 hours, this rumour has resurfaced with apparently us and Man United both interested in the 29-year-old German international. He's had 50 plus caps, 57 caps, I think, for the German national side, 14 goals, and played almost 500 games or over 500 games including the international games in his professional career. Now, obviously at Bayern Munich, new head coach Vincent Kompany. They went and spent a lot of money on João Palhinha. They've got Kimmich. They've got Pavlovic as well. And so Leon Goretzka's seeing his minutes. I think he's only played 1 minute of Bundesliga football so far this season. He came off the bench for Bayern Munich in their 9-2 9-2 demolition of Dinamo Zagreb. And it's been clear. I mean, I think Max Ebler, who is the director of football at Bayern Munich, has basically come out and said he's not happy. He's not getting game time, but he knows the task that was in front of him. Vincent Kompany, after the 9-2 victory on Tuesday, said pretty much the same thing. But regardless of that, ourselves and Man United have been linked with a move for him in January. Now, obviously, we do have a director of football who's German. We do have one of Goretzka's international teammates who is also at West Ham. Could it be third time's a charm? Could we get another German in the ranks? There is a slight, or when it's slight, 278,000 slight issue in that he's on about 280 grand a week, pounds, about 290 something euros. So even Man United I wouldn't think would be able to afford that at all. So there would need to be a significant pay cut needed. And whether he would do that is another thing. Whether he would go into the twilight and go to the Saudi Pro League, where that type of money is readily available, and maintain that level of wage potentially, or whether he wants to have a crack at the Premier League. Obviously, his whole time has been spent in the Bundesliga. So, you'd imagine he would want to test himself, ideally, in the best league of the world. Now, I'd say ourselves and Man United probably are sorted for ease and whiz when it comes to central midfielder. Man United, obviously, Kobe Mainoo. They've got Manuel Ugarte as well. Us as well. Midfield's an area which we're probably pretty overpopulated in the moment. We would need to move some bodies around, but the slight chink of a possibility, I think, surrounds January. January's a massive month for us. Now, come January, we know whether we've got Lucas Paqueta for the rest of the season or not, or for the rest of life in general or not. Regardless of the outcome in January, we could lose Paqueta next summer. We could lose Kudus next summer. Both. Well, I know Kudus's transfer release clause comes into effect again in January, in the summer, and there'll be a host of clubs. And I think unless we've done something particularly special, I don't think you'll see Kudus in a West Ham shirt come the beginning of the next season. I just don't think you will, realistically. The types of wages. And the fact is, anyone who's at the West Ham Man City game, or anyone who could watch it again, Pep went a complete beeline for Kudus as soon as the final whistle happened when he went on the pitch. Complete beeline for him. But you see, someone like that, they could offer him obviously winning trophies and stuff like that. Obviously, we can't offer that. Not on a regular basis. Same too with Paqueta, obviously. Come January, like it is, it's the two outcomes. One is he's banned and we never see him play for probably professional football again, which is likely in terms of the ban, not likely in terms of the outcome. And secondly, if he is found not guilty, then the likelihood is he'll probably leave in the summer as well, probably for Pep, who have been courting him for the last two years. So maybe a Goretzka could come in as not a replacement for Paqueta, but as another body to give us some extra something different in midfield. There's no denying the man's a quality player. Quality. A midfield two of him and Alvarez, fucking hell, sign me up, please. I think with Kudus, I think we've sort of got a replacement lined up in terms of Luis Guilherme. And obviously, I'm not comparing him to Mohamed Kudus, but in the same way, that's what a lot of other clubs do. They have the next one ready, and so they can slot in as and when the person in front of them leaves. But it would mean almost taking a 50% pay cut, which is right. I mean, I would love it. I would love it. I would love it if we had Goretzka on our side. A born winner. He's won everything. Just that experience. It's something which I think we lack a little bit. Is winners. If you look at the players we've bought, look at the side we've got in. There's not many players who have won something apart from the Europa Conference League. Realistically, the likes of Todibo, Kilman, Emerson once. Yeah, Emerson. He's won every trophy, hasn't he? But not really is in the squad and stuff like that. Midfield haven't really won much. Up front, wingers haven't really won much. Goretzka has literally won everything that you can possibly win. And that would become infectious. Whether it happens, could be complete pie in the sky, and the chances are it probably is. But as what we always do, we bring you the news, we collate the news to save you having to sift through all those gossip pages yourself. Hammer's headlines. We've got another 2 or 3 pieces of gossip. Looking ahead to the January transfer window, because it's already starting already. Because not just that, but also free transfers as well. There's a couple of free transfers who are still milling about, who apparently we've been linked with as well. So anyway, keep an eye on the channel. There is the Lopetegui press conference that will be appearing at about lunchtime, 1:00. I think it's on the official website. So we might do a little bit of a sort of a synopsis, get your views on that immediately afterwards. But until then, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, come in your irons. Much love.